The defending champions coming together in set number 4 and grinding it out with FEU, who had several chances to close it out. They were right there till the end.
Yeah.
But it seemed like UST just wanted it more in set number 4.
That's right. They practically gave that set away to UST with those consecutive 3 or 4 service errors in the most crucial stage of the match. Those are free points for UST, 13 against 12 in the attacking department. UST taking charge of that one. Blocking department, as we expected, UST again with a 4-1 lead. And of course, unforced errors. We're tied at 8. So that was really, I would have to say, the best chance for FEU to get a W. But they blew it.
What do you think the chances are now? I mean, which team favors this 5th set?
Well, definitely the more experienced team would get my vote when it comes to a 5th set. And obviously, UST is the more experienced team. So let's see what Coach Ness would have to say to the girls to challenge them to bring out, the best one more time for this 5th set. And of course, for UST, they know they can close it down. It's just how they do it. They don't want, they want to do it as soon as they can. Remember, they're going up against LaSalle, and they were hoping that this would be, they can get as much rest as they can going into that match against LaSalle. But they worked themselves out today. Now they find themselves in a 5-set match against FEU, who's not even a contender
to the playoffs. That's right.
So they really burned themselves out today. So they didn't see themselves going to a 5th set today, but they're in it, so they have to finish it as soon as they can. I think that's the best they can hope for right now.
Distressed look from Coach Shaq De Los Santos of FEU, while Coach Nes Pamilar, of course, intent on closing out this season on a positive note, despite the fact that he lost some key players in the offseason. And, of course, he has a bunch of rookies.
That's right.
In this lineup.
I still, can't help but look back at those service errors for FEU. That was painful to watch. How
different could it have been for FEU had they made those serves?
It was really painful to watch.
Tonight, 6:30 p.m., we have the coverage of the AFC Challenge Cup between the Philippine Ascals, our very own, as they take on the team from Mongolia. Kickoff is at 7 p.m. The pregame is 6:30 on Studio 23, of course. Banatikla as we kick off set number 5. Oh, good anticipation by Maxipol. That athleticism, that leap really helped in that sequence because Banatikla was far away from the net.
That's right.
She wanted to go off speed, and yung hang time ni Maxipol really helped a lot.
Nagkape pa eh. Okay, sige.
Tayo natin dumating. Banatikla. Block was there, but the power from Banatikla able to push the ball into the FEU side. 1-1 set number 5. Magsumbol asks for it again. Tips it this time.
Ooh, 2 touches there. Liza Maisel, normally a good setter, able to set that ball whenever it's Rhea getting that first touch, but that time she was called for a 2-touch violation.
Key here, of course, is whoever gets a good solid lead usually gets a chance.
Exactly.
It's a crack at the win, Good job by Morada on the block. But the push from Banatikla too much for the blockers of FEU. 2-2. Set number 5. Let's check in with Nico Ramos.
Guys, if you were to ask Coach Nes Pamilar after that 3rd set, what was the last thing he wanted to see, he would probably a 5th set against the defending champs. However, at the start of the season, if you were to ask him if his young team had a shot at going to 5 sets against the defending champs, maybe he wouldn't have believed it as well. However, in his words, nandito na, let's just make the most of it. Doc Ian, you said it was painful to watch those 2 service errors at the end of that 4th. Well, imagine how hard it was for Coach Nes Pamilar. He said, guys, ano ba, sobrang ang dami nating binibigay na points sa UST. Kanina pa yan, buong game, ang dami nating errors. He told his girls, stay calm. Kalma lang kayo, huwag kayo magmadali. Dahan-dahan, we can still take this win. Guys,
Thanks, Nico. And indeed,
Vargas getting a serve in here in the 5th set.
ooh, but Liza Maizo with the Punisher right there.
Wow. Liza Maizo just...
Highlight plays on both ends. One from Magsumbolo on one side and
That's
Liza
right.
Maizo on the other side. 4-3. FEU on top by 1. Set number 5. Morada able to sneak it between Hirotsuhi
You know,
and Maizo.
She knew that she would able to get that ball through. She really waited for that set from Giselle.
5-3.
Ooh!
Right on the line.
That's
Yes.
inside.
Magsumbol, what a serve. Catching Tisara, the libero of UST by surprise.
These servers of FEU are just confusing me right now. Where were these serves
Set number
in
4,
the
right?
4th set?
Caballejo. Morada blocked this time. A better effort on the defensive end by Maizo and Hirotsuhi as we check in with Erin Torrejon.
In this 5th set, there really is no question the Tigresses want to end it off with a win. But according to Coach Shaq, the only way they're going to be able to do this is not just playing physically, but they also need to play mentally. They need to really think about their next moves as well as think about the timing, especially when it comes to their blocks. One thing, though, they really need to avoid is by giving the Lady Tamaraws any free balls, and instead they just need to keep attacking and keep surprising them. Coach Shaq ended the last huddle, though, by telling the girls that if they really can, they should just dictate this set early on and finish it already. Eric and Ian.
Thanks, Erin. What a series of plays by both teams, and FEU trying to do everything they can. What an effort by Giselle C. But the finish just wasn't there as medyo nanggigil si Morada in the end.
Oh, what happened? Wow.
They had USD scrambling and all over the place, but Morada just unable to put that final kick in.
Wow, what a show these two, teams are showing us right now.
Feels like the finals.
Great saves from both. And Maika Morada has been well read here in the 5th. We've got to change it up, see? Oh, that was a good save.
Caballejo. 6-all. Set number 5. USD coming from behind to tie it all up.
And I think Banatigla is a bit hurt because she really dove hard for that save.
Henson firing one in. Banatigla picks up the second touch. Oh, Caballejo. Huge error. FEU up by 1-7-6 as we are at the halfway mark of the 5th and final set.
Look at this. Caballejo just wanted to flick it over